Them boys at the Joe Budden podcast got Kendrick fatigue. Emanny went viral for his comments on Kendrick. So first we're gonna watch the video. Let's see what he said first.
I just do your thing, but I've just heard so much of you this past year.
I could use like
all right, so y'all know I gotta stop the video, otherwise JBP will copyright me. But he says, yo, I've heard too much of you, Kendrick, the past year. Hey y'all, I am a one-man show. I record, edit the video myself, create the thumbnail, everything. So hitting like and subscribe does help a bunch. Thanks so much. Back to the video. Right? Which, who says that? Y'all will often hear me on this channel. You know, I think part of me is misunderstood, like as if I don't like Kendrick. No, I don't like the people in Kendrick's fan base, the new people. No Kendrick fan would say this. Nobody who been listening to Kendrick, who been loving Kendrick. Remember, these are same Joe Budden podcast people who was dancing around to not like us when it dropped. So it was cool back then. What Kendrick fan do you know is gonna be like, yo, I've heard too much of you, Kendrick. I've heard too much of you the past 12 months. Bro, there was a point where Kendrick was not dropping barely any music. No Kendrick fan who went through that drought from 2017 to 2022 when Kendrick didn't drop no solo album. Anybody who was there during that time, no one is saying, we've heard too much of you. These new fly-by-night Kendrick fans irk me. I think people get it misunderstood sometimes. I don't dislike Kendrick. If you say, I got some of the best Kendrick reactions on, you know, song breakdowns on the internet. People get me confused. I dislike parts of the fan base, the new guys. And this, to me, is words of a new guy Kendrick fan. I'm not saying he just now heard of Kendrick for the first time, but I don't think he was ever that into Kendrick's music to begin with.
6 months of no Kendrick.
How are you even gonna say that in that t-shirt?
So I guess Marc Lamont Hill is kind of agreeing. No one's defending Kendrick here. Y'all act like Kendrick done dropped 5-6 albums the past couple years. Yo, when Drake was on top, dropping albums every year, constantly in our faces, did they ever feel like this? Yo, I'm Draked out. There's too much Drake. You need to take some time off. I don't get it. But I do think this conversation, I think the context of what they're talking about is the Grammys, right? I guess there's people out there who still care about the Grammys. Like, I know a lot of these new Kendrick fans, like, y'all really care about the Grammys. This means a lot to y'all. I don't get it. I guess the context of what they're talking about is the Grammys, and, you know, we kind of seen a little too much of Kendrick. Again, no one who was a Kendrick fan who been here in the fan base is saying anything like that, bro. Because there was times where we was getting zero.
I mean, again, salute to him. I want him to win. It feels like.
Yeah, and he says, I want him to win. So yeah, the context of the conversation, and I'll kind of get to like my response a little bit later once we finish this clip. The context is Kendrick being nominated for all these Grammys, right? So, and they want somebody else to win. They want someone fresh.
I don't need a new headline
That's what it is.
Yeah, I don't need a new headline.
It's been 12 months of him having a loose stool.
Yeah, they say, I don't need another headline. It's been 12 months of Kendrick being in the headline. Again, who says stuff like this? This is why, if you became I'm sorry, but if you became a Kendrick fan in the past year or since 2024, I just simply don't trust you. Y'all might see me, I go head on with these new Kendrick fans. Like, I go head on with them so much, some people don't even believe I'm a Kendrick fan. Some people don't even believe I'm a Kendrick supporter. They think I'm playing. You know what I mean? Like I'm playing a role. No, I don't like you niggas, bro. It's dudes like this, man. So these was the people championing not like us and getting up. They not like us. They not like us. The culture, the culture. This is who I be talking about. These new fly-by-night Kendrick fans, now that his name has been in the headlines more than it's ever been. No, we're tired of it now. We need him to disappear for 6 months. No, it's too much headlines. I hope y'all understand my frustration now. Maybe my frustration is misdirected sometimes, but these is the people who I be talking about. These people who just became Kendrick supporters, you just started bumping his music. I'm not saying they just heard of him. Kendrick's been around for a while. But they play like they these big or I guess last year, they were playing like they these big Kendrick supporters and all this. But then once he starts doing too good, then it's like, oh, no. It's too much. It's too much. Go away. Yeah, bro. If you became a Kendrick fan in the last year and a half, since 2024, since the Drake beef, since like that record, I just don't trust you. Right. I'm sorry. That's like you there is an uphill battle that you gotta climb with me. Because it's people like this out here. So anyway, to their credit, read Emanny's post. He says, when I championed Kendrick for his wins, I was cool. When I gave honest opinion on how the album aged for me, I'm hating. Y'all just appreciate yes man and hate real thoughts. I'll never compromise my real thoughts and feelings to be considered cool to y'all. Right? So I actually made a response to this tweet because there is a part of this post that I do agree with. I kind of asked people for more context on what he's talking about here, but no one could provide context for me. Like I asked for people like more context on the clip, but they was just like, oh, you should have seen it. You didn't watch the whole podcast. Nigga, no, I didn't watch the whole podcast. Like, bro, I worked today. I have things I went to the gym. Like, no, I did not watch the whole podcast. Can y'all clip it for me? Y'all watched it. Can you summarize? But no one could, right? So anyway, there's a section of this Kendrick fan base that just, whatever y'all was doing before 2024, please go back to doing it. Leave us our fan base back, bro. Whoever y'all was supporting before the Drake beef, Travis Scott, or maybe you wasn't even into hip hop, go back there, please. But anyway, I do feel him on this. Yo, when I championed Kendrick for his wins, I was cool. Then when I gave honest opinion on how the album aged for me, I'm hating. So I'm taking Emanny at his word. I'm taking him on his word because I haven't seen further context. I mean, literally no one has clipped it. I'm taking him at his word that he just spoke about how GNX maybe didn't age well for him. Now, for me, I think GNX has aged really not at all. It hasn't even been out a full year yet. So aged, it's not even a year old, right? But I'm more than open to hear someone's opinion on why they feel one way or another about an album. I think that's great, especially if you make a good point. Even if I don't agree with it, if you make a good point, I'm down to hear it, right? So I'm more so, supporting his ability to be able to give that take. Y'all appreciate yes man and hate real thoughts. I'm not gonna go in on the Kendrick fan base, these new ones. If you've been here with us, I'm not talking about you. I'm talking about these new folk, past year, 2 years. But this video is not to go in on them. Y'all got a video coming later. More on that later. I'll never compromise my real thoughts or feelings to be considered cool to y'all. So I'm not mad at them for that. There is a sect of Kendrick fans who, they do not allow you to critique Kendrick, right? And I do want to pull up this post actually, one of my own posts from last year. Wow, that's hip hop. Posted, Kendrick Lamar performing 616 in LA live for the first time. This is at the Pop-Out show. And I responded like, yo, and this is like one of my biggest tweets ever. 2 million impressions. I said, yo, Dot was butchering his own lyrics all night from the diss records, but he put one hand on Ab-Soul and rapped 616 in LA with 0 mistakes. Really, this is commentary on how flawless Kendrick and Ab-Soul work together. Because 616 in LA, that is a very wordy song. Not easy to rap compared to a Not Like Us, which is rhythmic, it's melodic. Like you can get through that song. But the night of this Pop-Out show, and again, I want to show y'all how crazy some of these people are. I don't think it's people in my audience, but I just want y'all to understand how it's crazy people out there, man. They took this post and argued with me. Yo, Kendrick didn't, how dare you say he butchered his own, he didn't mess up his lyrics. When you go back and watch the Pop-Out, Kendrick messed up on Euphoria and he performed Not Like Us like 4 or 5 times. And on that last verse, he messed up every single time he performed. He did not rap the last verse of Not Like Us correct 1 time. which is fine. That's not even what this tweet is about. It's really about how he masterfully rapped 616 LA, this super complex record, because he had that help of Ab-Soul, who's like a mastermind lyricist. It's really an ode to Kendrick and Ab-Soul. But yo, the crazies, they took this post and been like, yo, he didn't mess up. When if you watch the performance, if you know Euphoria word for word like I do, if you know Not Like Us word for word like all of us do, you know the lyrics. So there are points in Euphoria and Not Like Us where Kendrick repeats a phrase. Like he repeats a phrase twice in the same verse. Once in Euphoria and once in Not Like Us. Each time he did that in those songs, each time he got to that point in the verse, he tripped up and thought he was at the prior point.
I hate the way that you walk, the way that you talk. I hate the way that you talk, but this feature request.
Like he never rapped that second part right. There's a part of Euphoria that goes, I hate the way that you walk, the way that you talk. I hate the way that you dress. Then he does it a second time later in the verse. I hate the way that you walk, the way that you talk, the way that you dress. Surprised you wanted that feature request. Kendrick raps that first part thinking he's at the second part.
I hate the way that you walk, the way that you talk. I hate the way that you talk, but this feature request.
The entire verse of Euphoria is thrown off from that point on.
Give me Tupac, read back, and I might give you a little respect. Hey, top dog.
This is just a fact. This is not debatable. Well, I thought it wasn't debatable, but people debated it. No, he messed up on purpose because Jay Prince was in Texas that night and he wanted to show Jay Prince that at 616, he was gonna mess up to send a message. Yo, I feel what Emanny is saying about the appreciating yes man, right? Bro, there were literally people saying, yo, you think Kendrick really practiced that verse that many times and still messed up? Yes, he's a motherfucking human, bro. He's performing in front of all these people. Yes, he's hyped up. Yes, there's a chance that your God and Savior, Kendrick, simply messed up on a verse. And then, but recovered masterfully. Yes, there's a chance that he messed up, bro. Like, yo, people is crazy, man. Like, and then on Not Like Us, there's a part in the last verse. The phrase that he repeats is, he says, you run to Atlanta. He says it twice in that last verse. You run to Atlanta when you need a check balance. Let me break it down for you. This the real nigga challenge. Then later in that verse, he goes, again, you run to Atlanta, but he says, when you need a few dollars, now you're not a colleague, you a fucking colonizer. He performs Not Like Us like 4 or 5 times. Every single time he got to that part, that last part, he messed up.
You run to Atlanta just a few dollars, no, you're not a I run to Atlanta when you need a You run to it when you need a few, yeah.
That's all I'm saying right here. Yo, he butchered his lyrics from diss records all night, but he put one hand on solo and rapped the most difficult record of the night flawlessly, 0 mistakes. This ode to Kendrick and Ab-Soul in 616 LA turned into crazy people denying that he ever messed up. Or if he did mess up, it was on purpose to send a message to Jay Prince at 616 or whatever the f people saying. So anyway, I get that. I get that part of what Emanny is saying, right? Y'all appreciate yes man, hate real thoughts. But I cannot get behind this idea that, yo, we done seen Kendrick too much these past 12 months. It's too much, go away, no more Grammys for you. Really, I don't even know why y'all even care about the Grammys. Like, Kendrick is gonna win his Grammys. He's an industry darling. Like, he's adored by the industry. Grammy is an industry award. It's not a merit-based award. You don't win it because you're super good or you're super talented. You win it because you were selected by the committee. He's gonna win his Grammys, bro, like until the industry decides that they don't wanna give him anymore. I don't even know why we care about this award anymore. I thought we stopped caring. Like when Macklemore won over Kendrick way back when, I guess people still care about it. Anyway, I had to get that off right quick. Let me know what y'all think in the comments. Top5rapwebsite.com. Peace.